Hey Sagittarius, this is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your love reading for September 2020. Guys, remember I'm here every Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. for a live $5 Q&A. If you are subscribed to the channel, all you have to do is basically just subscribe, and once I go live, you guys will be notified. Alright, Sagittarius, you got some good energy. You're feeling good. Everything's going good, especially emotionally. Kind of looks like things are moving along nicely for you. You got love and emotions rushing in. That Knight of Cups could be high emotional energy as well. It's definitely not like a cloud nine type of feeling. This one is like impulsiveness and, you know, kind of things kind of just rushing and being flushed. And here we go, finally. All right, I'll take 3. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that Nine of Cups is just kind of like, you know, high emotions or emotions like running rampant. And, you know, especially with the 3 of Cups. Kind of feels like you're running towards your happiness. You're running towards happier times. You could kind of be sick of feeling down and out. You know, life right now could feel really mundane and, you know, too much like a routine, you know, all work and no play. But I also kind of feel like if this is a relationship, it kind of looks like somebody is shortchanging you. This could be your husband or your wife, Sag. For those of you who are married or in committed relationships, it just kind of feels like you feel maybe a little shortchanged. And as a result of that, you are kind of doing you. And you're kind of going with the flow, but I kind of feel like you're not really going with the flow. It's almost like you are the flow. It's feeling really good right now, and it feels really exuberating. And also at the same time, it's bringing you so much joy and so much happiness and so much groundedness, right? But to an extent, it's almost like if this is your situation, I kind of feel like you could have pulled away from your relationship to go out and enjoy some emotional good times, whatever that means, whether it's having, you know, hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your family, you know, picking up a third party situation. I just kind of feel like for a lot of you, yeah, you could kind of be going back and forth between your relationship and maybe a decision about your relationship and another relationship. Your relationship that you currently are in could, again, have you feeling a little shortchanged, feeling lesser, unworthy, la, 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 right? But this other relationship, it brings you joy and it makes you happy, and you guys have a lot in common, and you may be headed in the same direction, right? Now that I'm looking at the bottom row, you got some pretty significant cards on this bottom, right? Every card is a major arcana except for 2, which are actually wands. So that says to me right off the bat, Sagittarius, that you're looking to make a major decision. You have the Wheel of Fortune and then the World card here. I'm surprised I don't see the Judgment card, but it's almost like you're looking to close out a cycle. I feel like you know that you should have ended this situation a long time ago, right? This has been something, say, for instance, that has been, you know, kind of, how do you say, just tilted my camera. Something that's kind of, you know, been eating away at you, or a thorn in your side. I kind of feel like if this is a third party situation where you're about to leave your person for somebody else, right? I kind of feel like you've known for a long time that you should have left this situation a long time ago. I feel like it's run its course. I feel like the both of you maybe, or at least you, Sag, have gotten everything out of it that you could get out of it. not saying, you were being selfish or anything like that, taken advantage or taken for granted. But it just kind of feels like, deep down inside that this other person, whomever you're now dealing with, this third party, if you will, you just have this feeling about them that this is your person. This is what you want. This is what you crave. This is what you desire, right? Not only that, but if this is your situation, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a third party, it could just be you could have just broken up, or you had a particular ex or was attracting a particular type of person, but now somebody new has entered in your life, and they're very different from what you're used to, because they're actually replenishing you instead of taking away from you. You know what I mean? So, it kind of feels like, again, this is going in a great direction. You guys, it kind of feels like you're both, again, really compatible, or you complement each other. You're both looking forward to creating like this new cycle, or opening up this new cycle together. This could be somebody who eventually, becomes the mother of your child, or if this is not you, Sag, as a female, birthing female as an example, then if you're a male Sag, then this could be the mother of your children going forward, right? Be careful about that, because, you could have a whoopsie, right? That Empress card is sitting right up under that Knight of Cups. So that says to me a passionate, heated night where we just, whoops, we forgot. And 18 years later, y'all are both at the same graduation. You know what I mean? So kind of be careful about that if that's not what you want. But that could be something, whereas, the person you were with before, they weren't interested in having kids, or they had kids they didn't want anymore. But this new person, you guys are basically headed in that direction, and it's something that you both want. Okay? This is love that's blossoming. I'm looking at these cards here specifically, and this is love that's blossoming. This is love that's opening you up. With the World card sitting under the Three of Cups, this is just what you needed. This is just what you needed in your life. This is like what the doctor ordered, right? And I kind of feel like you're loving it. That World card to me is life. Everything you've learned, your experiences, outlook. Yes, it has everything to do with cycles and traveling and things of that nature. But that with the Three of Cups says to me, it's almost like you're just living, laughing, loving, right? The Holy Trinity, you're enjoying life. Work is good. Life is good. Sex is good. Like, you have like there are three things that are going on in your life that are just hitting it for you right now, Sag. Okay? So the next card is the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is you again moving away from and trying to balance out the Five of Pentacles. Again, that feeling shortchanged. You know what I mean? That feeling lesser than. Somebody abandoned or was neglecting you, and just, or at the end of the day, maybe you were in a relationship again that was just not doing anything for you. It was just not doing anything for you. Now here with the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands, that kind of says to me that either you're rushing towards a relationship, right? Things are moving fast. I'm sorry. I'm looking at these cards and I'm like, okay, it's a lot of sex, and a lot of sex is wanting them to commit more. They're wanting them to like commit, and they're wanting them to be together. It's like the more you guys have sex, the more you want to be married. Like, yo, this is my person. That's my person. Like, I just can't get enough of him. I can't get enough of her. Right? And with the Hierophant, this is a guy of tradition, marriage, institutional thinking, advice, just all of those things. So it's almost like, I kind of feel like this is your card that basically says, hey, I know what I want. I know I want to be with you. I have enough information. But do you, Sag? Or, or you just have enough sexual information, right? Just got to be careful about rushing into things, especially impulsively, is what I'll say. Last two cards are the Two of Pentacles with the Death card. I feel like this particular situation is, again, very different than what you're used to. It's almost like this situation changed you completely. but in a good way, in a good, positive, wonderful way, right? What I'm also hearing as well is almost like you may be struggling with your old self. That old self is like, wait a minute, this feels too good. Like, let me kind of go back and, let me do some investigation, or let me do it. It's almost like a fight between the old and the new you, right? The old you wants to be like skeptical and, investigative and cynical and just all those things. But the new you is just having too good of a time. You know what I mean? So, just take your time with it, especially with that Knight of Wands sitting there. And then you also have the Knight of Cups. That is passion and that is love. Okay? This is baby and this is marriage. Okay? And again, what's in between that to me is, the both of you being significant. And, you both, by the way, with the Two of Wands, could have come out of situations where your partner made you feel lesser than, right? And you both committed, we're not doing that anymore. We're not, I gotta walk away from this, right? And then you guys found each other and it's just like, yes. You know what I mean? It's like, where have you been? You know what I mean? So it just kind of feels like this just feels so right. And why do we have to wait? Why don't we just do it right now? Whatever it is. All right, Sagittarius, if this video does resonate with you, you know what to do. We give the video a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, whenever I go live, you will receive notification. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Bye.